In their early 20s, four young men, Emeka, Tunde, Bayo, and Nnamdi, embarked on their National Youth Service Corp (NYSC) assignment to Escravos, a small island community at the center of rich fishing grounds and significant mineral and oil deposits nestled within the riverine creeks. Their excitement to serve their country quickly turned to dismay as they confronted the harsh realities of life in Escravos. Upon arrival, they were greeted by the sight of blackened farmland, evidence of relentless oil spills that had turned fertile soil into barren wastelands. The community's air reeked of crude oil, and the once pristine waters had become toxic, leaving the villagers with little hope. The four were initially assured that they would be well taken care of by the community. However, this promise quickly unraveled. The young men were assigned to live at the community's health center, a dilapidated structure located ominously close to the village burial ground. The graves were a grim reminder of the strange illnesses that plagued the locals, many of which were suspected to be linked to the pervasive pollution. The health center itself seemed haunted, with eerie sounds echoing through the night and inexplicable occurrences that left the four young men on edge. Their assigned task was to teach at the local college, but the students, terrified of the haunted health center, refused to come near the building. Despite the dire circumstances, Emeka, Tunde, Bayo, and Nnamdi were determined to make a difference. They organized cleanup initiatives, conducted health awareness campaigns, and even tried to document the environmental degradation in hopes of garnering government attention. Their efforts, however, were met with apathy and neglect from both the government and the oil companies. The harsh living conditions and the constant fear of the supernatural took a toll on them. They were subjected to rough treatment by some community members who saw them as outsiders, adding to their sense of isolation and despair. As days turned into weeks, their hope dwindled. Eventually, the young men decided they could no longer endure the suffering. They left Escravos in a hurry, their spirits broken and their idealism shattered. Tragically, shortly after their departure, the community was bombarded by the country's air force, a brutal crackdown on the rising militant activity in the area. Many of their friends and acquaintances in the village lost their lives in the assault. The experience left a lasting impact on Emeka, Tunde, Bayo, and Nnamdi. They could never forget the faces of the children they taught or the resilience of the villagers in the face of such overwhelming adversity. The tale of Escravos became a haunting memory, a stark illustration of the consequences of governmental neglect and the ruthless exploitation by oil companies. To this day, oil pollution continues to ravage many oil-producing communities in Nigeria, with the promise of progress overshadowed by the reality of suffering and loss.